Good afternoon. Yes, I have my hoodie on. It is cold in my office. And I shaved my beard so I don't have nothing to keep my face warm. If y'all have any questions, just leave them in the live chat. I don't know why this ain't loading. All right, let's see how. I don't know how to do this right here. Start a poll. Keep in mind, if you need credit repair and you go to these people like Pinnacle Credit Repair, Andre Nguyen is his name. I'll say his name, I don't care. People ask me all the time, you're not worried that these scammers are going to sue you? They're going to sue me for exposing their scam? That's not going to look very good in court. I can tell you that right now. But when they send in these FTC reports and or police reports, you're not going to fix your credit now. You've literally just ruined your chances of fixing your credit in the next 24 months because that FTC report, that police report is in their system for a minimum of 24 months. Doc Motivate, hit the like button. Yes, if y'all don't mind, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I don't just help people fix their credit. I also expose credit repair scammers. And of course, they get mad and try to make people think that I'm the scammer, which that does not bother me at all. I know we're not a scam. We work with attorneys. You get to talk to the attorneys. We're not doing anything that's illegal. We're not sending in FTC reports. We're not filing false police reports. We're not saying in our disputes, we know nothing about this. We have no knowledge of this. They put this on there without my permission. They're selling my personal information for monetary gain without my permission. We don't use those methods. We don't do those methods. We have attorneys draft up your dispute letters based off of your credit report. And what we are doing is we are building a case against the credit bureaus and or the creditors. That way, in 6 to 12 months, we can litigate your file, sue them for not doing their job, get the deletion, get money in your pocket, and get debts waived, meaning you no longer have to pay the banks back. It's included in the lawsuit. And if we sue somebody and they put an account back on your report, we're going to sue them for 2, 3 to 4 times the amount we sued them for the first time. And because all their systems are automated, it can happen. So don't trip out if it happens. It's actually a good thing. You're going to get even more money. If y'all have any questions, please leave them in the live chat. So even if you decide to do these illegal tactics that they use themselves, whether you hire somebody like Pinnacle Credit, whether you hire the credit plug, whether you hire Ask Kristen, once they do these illegal tactics, it stays in the credit bureau system. So let's just say you try that for 6 months, realize that it doesn't work and that it's illegal. Now you want to try to fix it the right way. Every time you send in a legal dispute, for example, you come to my company because you want to work with attorneys. Well, now they're not even taking the attorney's dispute serious because you sent in all those FTC reports and all those false police reports. Okay, there's a possibility by using FTC reports and false police reports that this stuff comes right off of your credit. but it's not going to stay off. They're going to investigate. By law, they have to remove it in 4 days, but then they investigate after they remove it. And technically, they're not removing it. They're just blocking it. They're blocking it from being reported. I feel like credit is one of the most important things right now. And that's not trying to sell you or anybody else on my services, because I always tell people you should sign up for credit repair with the company that you feel is right for you and your family. Just be careful, because a lot of these companies have false reviews, they have fake video testimonials. You can get by without it, yeah, if you have a lot of money, but even then, you should learn how to leverage your credit instead of using, your money. Even if you're a millionaire, millionaires use other people's money. But these scammers get so mad when I expose them, and even some consumers say, well, you're just doing that because they're your competitor. Well, first of all, I'm not in competition with a scammer. We do things the right way. You'll see our dispute letters. You'll see the attorney's letterhead on your dispute letter. You will have a video call with the attorneys. We're not just talking. We're not just telling you what you want to hear. Again, I don't care if you sign up for my services at all. I'm just here to warn you about the people that are doing illegal stuff. There's other companies like my company that work with attorneys, and that's what you want. You want to work with a company that works with attorneys. You want to have legal representation. I'm telling you, sometimes the only way to get this stuff legally deleted from your credit report is by suing the credit bureaus and or creditors for not doing their job. But it is very time consuming doing it the legal way. It's a minimum of 6 to 12 months. But at the end of the process, we're going to get you the maximum amount of deletions legally possible, the most money in your pocket, and the most debts waived, meaning you don't have to pay those banks back. It's not going to happen for everybody. I'm not trying to convince you that 100% of everybody that goes through our program gets money, they get debts waived, and they get everything deleted. I'm not going to sit here and lie and just tell y'all what y'all want to hear. I'm not here for that. I don't want nobody's money bad enough to sit here and lie to them. I pride myself in honesty and transparency. Thanks for truly doing light work. These scammers are doing dark work. It's sad. Factual dispute. Yeah, I mean, the credit bureaus can ignore Metro 2 letters. They can ignore consumer law letters, because when most people are doing the consumer law letters, for a charge-off example, they literally will put the account number, let's say the account number, Discover card, and then all they'll put is 15 US code 1681 EB. That's it. Well, the bureaus can look at it and say, you didn't tell me what you wanted me to do. You didn't tell me you wanted it removed because it's inaccurate and incomplete and unverifiable. You didn't tell me that. You just put a law in there. And then the Metro 2 is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, in my opinion. I'm not saying none of this stuff works 100% of the time. If enough people send in Metro 2 and consumer law disputes, they're going to work. And most people that do consumer laws, they're sending in an FTC report with it. But what they don't understand is, if you send an FTC report in with your dispute letters, it really don't matter what you say in the dispute letter. They're going to more than likely remove it because they think you're a victim of identity theft. But nothing beats factual disputing. The bureaus want to see you pointing out factual errors, and then their job obviously is to send that to the creditor, and the creditor's supposed to do an investigation and make sure this stuff is being reported 100% accurate. I've seen people get on here and say maximum possible accuracy doesn't mean 100%. Well, what the hell does it mean? It don't mean 90%. It don't mean 99%. That's not maximum possible accuracy. Maximum possible accuracy is 100%. I don't care what anybody on YouTube is telling you. Maximum possible accuracy is 100%. And another thing I get asked all the time, how come your YouTube channel is not blowing up like everybody else's? Because most consumers don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear that it's going to take a minimum of 6 to 12 months. They don't want to hear, I can't promise or guarantee you anything. And I get it. But at the same time, These scammers use that to their advantage. They promise and guarantee you the world. That way you have no problem sending them thousands of dollars up front, which, by the way, is illegal. And they will tell you, this is scammers. Scammers will tell you that the reason companies like mine charge monthly is because we drag it out on purpose. Listen, I can't control what the credit bureaus do. I can't control what the creditors do. They know that too. But the reason they charge thousands of dollars up front instead of doing it the legal way, which is a subscription-based credit repair service where you charge a processing fee, a monthly fee, is because once a consumer pays them a processing fee and they realize they were scammed, they're not going to make those monthly payments. They're going to get the hell out of there and be like, listen, you scammed me out of that $100 to $150 processing fee, you ain't getting no more. So they get all their money up front at one time because they know once you realize they've been scammed, you're not going to give them any more money. And that's another reason why they want you to pay them with PayPal, Stripe, Venmo, Cash App, things like that, because you're not going to get your money back. Listen, just like any business owner, I hate paying the fees to accept debit cards and credit cards. But guess what? That's a part of owning and running a business. Those fees are terrible. But the way I look at it is it helps me when I do my taxes because it's showing a loss with all the fees I have to pay. And then the only way we will allow you to pay us is through debit card, credit card. We just don't accept Discover. Or you can pay us through Zelle, which goes directly into the business account. So many of these scammers also use Zelle, and then it just goes. Pinnacle Credit Repair, who I'm talking about in this video, when you send him a Zelle payment for his services, it literally says the money's going to Josh. Now, who is Josh? It's going into a personal account and then being sent over to Andre because he can't get an account because he's been flagged, because the banks know he's a scammer. So you just got to be careful. I mean, these scammers are like car salesmen. And Eddie, if you're on here, I love you, buddy. I know you're a good car salesman. But when I say this, I mean most car salesmen. They know how to tell you what you want to hear to convince you to pay them thousands of dollars and sign up for their services. And once you pay them all that money, trust me when I say they do not care if your credit gets fixed or not. So you can pay the credit plug $4,000 for an illegal credit sweep, which they're breaking the law, they're committing fraud on your behalf, or you can pay a company like mine, which I don't know anybody that's as cheap as me. We charge $547. That's $149 to start, and then $199 a month for 2 months, and then there's no more out-of-pocket fees. The only way you pay anything is if we're able to litigate and get money for your file. Then obviously the attorneys are going to take their part out of that, and then me and you split what's left. So if there's $3,000 left, the money goes straight to you, and then you send me my $1,500. So you just got, even after recuperating your $547 that you paid me back, you still got your credit fixed for free and made $900 and something. You can't beat that, and scammers cannot offer you that. They can't. They're not attorneys. And do you really think an attorney is going to partner with them? Because I've heard this crackhead, and yeah, I called him a crackhead because that's what he is at best, will tell you that he works with attorneys. No real attorney is going to partner with some guy who fled the United States after beating his girlfriend, hiding for 5 years, and then come back to the United States, and now he's a really good business person. Yeah. And if anybody wants to believe what he's saying, be my guest. It's your money at the end of the day. If you want to get scammed, be my guest. I don't feel sorry for you people. I'm sorry. I have a heart of gold. I love helping people. But when you watch my videos and you see how much I've exposed this kid, and you still go to him because it happens more times than you think, and then you want to come to me and ask for a discount, I'm already giving you a discount. $547. He's going to charge you $2,000 to scam you. I'm going to charge you $547, and you're going to have legal representation throughout the whole entire process. Them scammers can't offer y'all that. And yeah, I'm bragging. I'll be honest. Right now at this moment, I'm bragging because there's very few credit repair companies who offer what we offer here. So it's like you can get this done the right way for $547, have legal representation, get money in your pocket, get the best results legally possible, get debts waived, or you can pay thousands of dollars to somebody that's going to file FTC reports. and most consumers, and I'm not judging anybody, most consumers don't understand how legal credit repair works. It's easy for you to fall into that trap of, oh, I can fix your credit in 4 days, 7 days, 10 days, 30 days. That's what you want to hear because you need your credit now. Most consumers wait till they need your credit to actually fix it. You need to fix it now, whether you're going to use the credit or not. I promise you. They don't respect people enough to have a real business and business account for payments. No, you're right. And I mean, most of these scammers can't even get a business account because their credit's so bad they can't open an account. That price is a good price. I can tell you, know you ish. Yeah, no, I mean, this is something that, I started working on my own credit in 2016 because I filed for bankruptcy. And I'm not ashamed to tell you guys that because it's the truth. Again, I pride myself in honesty and transparency. Well, I went to buy a car for work because I had the bankruptcy. I couldn't get approved. So just like any smart person, I started researching credit repair, how to remove a bankruptcy, how to remove accounts included in bankruptcy. And once I got it done, I started helping friends and family members and friends of family members. I've done that for right at 4 years. And my mom's like, you need to turn this into a business. So that's what I did. I turned it into a business. And then it got to where, yeah, we were getting great results for most consumers. But what do you do when that doesn't work? What do you do when traditional credit repair doesn't work? What do you do when they violate your rights, but you're not an attorney and you're not working with attorneys? You partner with attorneys. So that's why I partnered with attorneys to get you guys the best results. And my price when I first started working with the attorneys was $1,043. And the attorney said, drop your pricing to $547, charge the consumer $149 to start, then charge them $199 the following month and $199 the month after that. You make 3 payments, that's it. And there's no more out of pocket. And you don't owe me another dime unless we're able to litigate your file and get you money. Hold on, y'all. I got to read this, respond to this email. So when it comes to learning how to do credit repair, we do offer a course for $497, which is in the live chat, but it's not the litigation credit repair. And then I just want to tell you that because I don't want you or anybody else to buy the course and be like, well, this doesn't teach me anything about litigation. And now if you start a credit repair business and you want to partner with attorneys, I can get you in contact with my attorneys. And as long as you are compliant, they will work with you. How do you get like me? Well, first you got to start a credit repair business. You need to get an EIN number. You need to make sure you're bonded in the state that you operate out of. And then you need to partner with attorneys. That's the best thing anybody, whether you've been in the industry for 20 years or you're just getting into it today, the best thing you can do is partner with attorneys. And some attorneys make you, which you'll be a CRO at that point, they make you do the disputes and then they go over it to see if there's any violations. With the attorneys I partnered with, they actually do all the disputing. So there's literally no room for error there. They don't have to worry, am I structuring these disputes the correct way? They know how to make these disputes for every consumer based on their credit report. Because again, everybody's credit report is different. And you will have the attorney's letterhead on the letters. So the credit bureaus and creditors will know that you have legal representation. Sorry, I'm reading a text message. But yeah, there's a right way and a wrong way to fix your own credit, and there's a right way and a wrong way to fix credit for consumers that sign up for your services. Scammers like Pinnacle Credit Repair, they don't care. I don't charge you a penny. If you want to partner with my attorneys, I make nothing. I'm not in this for the money like the scammers. Now, you will have to pay them to partner with them, but that money goes directly to them. I don't charge a penny to transfer you to them. Of course, I have to make money. This is how I make my living. This is my business. But I don't try to charge outrageous prices, and I don't charge anybody that gets in the credit repair industry for my attorneys. I will give you their information, but again, you have to be compliant. They will not work with you if you're not compliant. That's why I said, do you think they're going to work with these scammers like Pinnacle Credit Repair? Absolutely not. And you can't blame them, because when they if they partner with a scammer, they're putting their reputation on the line as well. And they're simply not going to do that. They're simply not going to do that. Let's see how many people voted. If y'all hadn't voted, please vote. I don't know how to do this on a Mac. So one vote said yes. Y'all let me know if you think Pinnacle Credit Repair is a scam or not. I'm really just curious to if anybody thinks they're not a scam. And yes, please hit that like button, share the live. Again, my channel probably will never blow up, but I'm fine with that. I'm not going to sit here and lie to people just so they'll subscribe to my channel, and I'm not going to lie to people just so they'll sign up for my services. Lexington Law. It's funny you bring that up, because that's what Pinnacle Credit Repair always brags about. I was mentored by one of the attorneys of John F. Kennedy, the original founder of Lexington Law. And it's so funny, like, if you learn so much, Lexington Law doesn't do credit sweeps. Lexington Law is not sending consumers information to Tanmay in India. They're not doing that. I'm not saying Lexington Law is good, because they're not. But I would go to, if I needed my credit fixed and I had a choice, Lexington Law, Pinnacle Credit Repair, Lexington Law all day. At least they're going to do legal disputes. They may do the same dispute for every single consumer, but at least they're not sending my personal information to another country. So let me see if I can find it. I'll show you. I'm going to everything. Hey, there you go. That's the best option. And again, I'm bragging again. It's not just me and all the knowledge I have. It's because you have attorneys doing the work. So most of the stuff that I know now comes directly from them. I don't get on here and just spit stuff out that sounds good for people like the scammers do. No, if I say it, I got it from an attorney first. But when you work with these scammers, I'm going to show you who's working on your stuff. So it's funny. I don't know if y'all have seen the videos where he talks trash about AI, but then even on his website, it says he uses AI powered consumer law backed, which is just hilarious. Like, you can't talk about AI and then have all of your website that use AI. It makes no sense. But he's literally that dumb. I mean, like I said, crackhead at best. Let me see if I can find. I'm going to show you exactly who's working on your credit if you go to Pinnacle Credit Repair, the scammer. This guy right here, and he's in India. All your information is going to that guy right there. You don't believe me? You can go to Pinnacle Credit Repair's website, and he's going to have this right. This is from his website. This is not something that I made up. Your information's going to this guy right here. And this guy right here is going to sell your social security number. Why? Because Andre's only paying him $5 to do dispute letters, to do an FTC report, to file a CFPB complaint, and to mail letters on your behalf. Exactly. It's going to India and then on the black web. That's absolutely correct. And nobody wants to hear that. It's like, you two just go back and forth because you're in competition. I'm not in competition with no scammer. I'm not. But I will expose them. I will expose. And I hope he's watching now. If you're watching now, what's up, West Side? I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. You have to forgive me. I live in the ghetto, so that's just me. And I'm going to play ball tonight. Y'all see my shoe collection? Look at that. Got the Ja Morants, got the Kyries. I'm gonna go take some ankles tonight, so I'm ready for that. We don't compete, we create. Yes, I agree 100%. But yeah, I'm excited about playing ball. I quit playing basketball so COVID started. They started talking about COVID in January 2020. So I quit going out. I was actually still playing in the league. And then my favorite player is Kobe, biggest Kobe fan ever. It's not even debatable. I promise you, nobody's a bigger Kobe fan than me. When he passed away, I finished the season, and then I just didn't have no drive to want to play no more. And then this past summer was around the end of June. I went to go watch them play because they do pickup ball on Mondays, and they have a summer league now. And I got talked into playing, and I was terrible. They're like, dude, you used to be so good at basketball. What happened? I'm like, I haven't touched a basketball since 2020. So now I'm playing again. I'm in the gym again. I got a lot better. And the league starts, I think, the third week of January. So I may try to go live on some of my games and let y'all watch us play. Hey, what books are you reading now and for New Year? I'm actually not reading. Let's see. Hold on. I was reading. I did. And now this has nothing to do with credit repair, but I did start reading this book right here. And I don't know what anybody's belief is as far as God or anything like that. And I'm not married at the moment, but I will say that I do believe in God, and I don't care if you believe in God or not. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I've had people say, man, I wanted to work with your company so bad, but I've heard you have faith in God, you believe in God, you're a true believer. And guess what? If you don't believe in God, if you're an atheist, that's fine. I'm not going to turn you down because of your beliefs, but if you want to not work with me because I believe in God, that's fine. That's your decision. Yeah, I'm nowhere near where I used to be when it comes to basketball, but I'm definitely getting there. Like I said, I took 5 years off, and when I got on the court, you would have thought I never played ball a day in my life. But it's because I just got so out of shape and I quit playing ball. My endurance was gone. I put on a bunch of weight. I was eating like crap. So, sorry. I was responding to somebody that I have a call with. Check out The Magic of Thinking Big. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I'll definitely check that. What I typically do, like when I find something like this, is I'll find it on YouTube or somewhere where I can actually just listen to it because I hate reading. I hate reading. I mean, I'm a very good reader and I spell really good, but I hate reading. So even when I listen to the Bible, I do it on my phone. I pull it up on YouTube. Sometimes I'll put in my JBL headset and just lay there and just listen to it. Again, if y'all don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with everybody you can share it with. I would say finance and spirituality goes hand in hand. I agree 100%. Once you got those things down, you're good. Can't be broken. Whoa. Boy, those are facts right there. Those are facts. I will probably hop off of here shortly. I'm supposed to have a call with somebody here in 6 minutes, but I think they signed up for my Calendly to try to sell me something like a course or something, something to do with debt management, I think it is. But I don't really partner with other people for stuff like that. Like if you want to call me to ask questions about credit repair or what we do, that's perfectly fine. Is out for delivery? No, it ain't either. Must be UPS. See, that says USPS. Yeah, I don't know. They've already delivered here today. So, what up, David? Was there any good credit repair books that helped you? Honestly, I never read the first book on credit repair. I just started doing my research online, like forums and stuff, and just seeing what worked for people and what didn't work for people. So when I first started doing it, when I fixed my credit, I used factual disputing, and then more interested in seeing if there is a partnership. Yeah, see, I knew they wanted to partner with me. Everybody wants to partner with me for some reason, and I just, no offense to anybody that's doing, debt collection, trade lines, anything like that. I don't know. I'd rather work alone and with the attorneys, and I would have to run it by the attorneys first anyway. Because again, you got to make sure you're compliant. If you partner with the wrong people, it can ruin that partnership. And I'm not about to ruin my partnership with the attorneys. If someone is flat broke and can't afford your program until after the holidays, what could they do today to get started besides hitting like and subscribe? Read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and Think and Grow Rich. So if somebody was flat broke and wanted to get started now, without waiting till after the holidays, what they can do is go to, hold on one second, get back. They can go to this link right here, set up a 15-minute call with me, explain their situation, and let me know that they're serious, and I may be able to work something out with them. Again, for me, it's about helping consumers. I'm not here trying to get rich. If I was, I'd be charging a lot more than $547. Because if scammers can charge y'all thousands, I don't want to say y'all, but if scammers can charge $4,000 to scam you, imagine what I could charge, or imagine how much I could make by doing this the legal way and charging you the same thing they're charging. I couldn't charge a consumer $4,000 for credit repair. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd have a lot of money, but it's not about it. If you're in credit repair, if you're in this space, your ultimate goal should be to help consumers not get rich. You've been dropping gems. Damn, you are human. No, I'm 100% human, and I want to help people. And if I can get you in my program, if there's any way I can help you, or if we should buy your course, we have a ton of questions and an intro to your law firm. Yeah, I want to help people. Like, I truly want to help people, and I have a heart like no other in this industry. I mean, they're just about money. Even other legit companies like mine, because I'm not here trying to convince you that my company is the only legit credit repair company, or my company is the only one that can get you money. Never said that, never will say that. There's very few, but they do exist. I hate having two phones, y'all. I really do. Thanks for your report. But I have a Google Pixel 10 Pro for my personal phone, and then obviously an iPhone. If you run a business and you're using Android, I don't know how you do it. That's all I can say. Any mentors that helped you? You know, so it's funny you bring that up. I never had a mentor, but I don't know if you guys remember Mike, Mike, the credit guy, the big scammer in Florida that got caught up scamming people for credit repair. He was basically offering a credit repair course, and he would do the credit repair for free. So I ended up getting his course just to compare it to what I was doing, and it just simply did not work. So he was getting results because he had an inside person at, I believe, Equifax and TransUnion. Oh, these people really want to talk to me. Where can we pull our credit reports from? So if you're pulling your credit report, I'll show y'all my fancy haircut, and I shaved my beard off. I feel crazy without a beard. Um, Hold on, I will show you the best place to pull your credit report, and you can get it for free once a year. This should be the only place you pull your credit from, especially if you're trying to fix your credit yourself. Yeah, he got caught up, and the FTC shut him down. Took all his, between the FTC and the attorneys, they took pretty much all of his money. But he was making, I think they said he was making $67,000 a day. After getting with you and listening to you, I want to model my business after you. Yeah, like I was telling you, you're welcome. So another place, if you're working with my company, let me find, you also will be required to get your Innovis report. And I'm going to show you where to get that one. So these are the four reports you will need if you sign up for my services. The attorneys require these reports. They're not going to use Smart Credit, My Free Score Now, My Score IQ, Identity IQ. They're not going to use none of those. No, that's a different Mike. That's a different Mike, Koo. So you got Mike. Okay, so I worded that wrong. Mike, the credit guy, is the kind of Mexican looking guy. Mike from the credit game is who I was speaking of that got in trouble with the FTC and got shut down. I apologize. Those are two different people. I don't think Mike, the credit guy, is a scammer, but he's definitely trying to sell you some bullshit with the do-it-yourself Metro 2. You haven't opted out of your hair journey. I said, listen, it will not grow up here. Now, in 2 or 3 days, I have a full beard. I mean, I just shaved, and like I said, in a few days, I have a full beard, but it won't grow up top for some reason. Yeah, man, have a good one. If you have any questions, let me know. I don't know. He had it was called the credit game, is what it was called. But it was Mike, I can't remember his last name, but it was Mike the credit game. I always get him and Mike the credit guy mixed up. Now, I don't think Mike the credit guy is a scammer whatsoever. He's very knowledgeable, but he's convinced that by offering you a do-it-yourself credit repair software, that he's not under the same laws as somebody like myself that does credit repair. It's all together. Whether you do the credit repair or you offer a software, the same laws, rules, and regulations are for them as well. But for whatever reason, he thinks that it's not. But trust me, it is. Don't believe me, ask an attorney. Again, everything that comes out of my mouth, I've learned from an attorney. Your order is, I don't know why it says my order is out for delivery. They've already delivered here today, and they don't deliver twice. Must have got some of my workout drinks. Anybody else have a question before I hop off of here? Again, if y'all want to sign up for our services, the link is in the top of the live chat. If you want to buy our credit repair course for $497, that link is there. And if you want to set up a 15-minute call with me to ask questions, we are not going to do a consultation because we are not allowed to do consultations before you sign up and pay for our services. Plus, the consultation will not be with me. It will be with the attorneys and their assistants. So just please keep that in mind. Again, honesty and transparency. Only 3 people voted on do you think Pinnacle Credit Repair is a scam, but all 3 voted yes. So y'all are smart consumers. Obviously, I'm sure you've seen my content. You've seen his content. Very easy to figure out which one's the scam and which one's not. But again, I'm not here to try to convince y'all of anything. I'm here to help you fix your credit if you need credit repair. I'm here to help you get money in your pocket. I'm here to help you get debts waived. And I'm here to expose these scammers so you don't have to spend your hard-earned money and get scammed and then want to come to me for a discount like most consumers do. Once you've been scammed by him, I'm definitely not giving you a discount now. If anything, I ought to charge you double. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I guess I need to make a trip to the post office, which I just tell them to leave my package there. He doesn't seem to be all there. Now, are we talking about Mike, the credit guy, or which one are we talking about? Just want to make sure we're talking about the right person, because Mike from the credit game wasn't. He was flashy with his Lamborghini. They offered something called the Lambo package, the Maserati package. I think one was a 30-day program where they could clean your credit in 30 days. One was 60 days and one was 90 days. Obviously, the 30-day you paid the most amount of money, but you can't do that. You can't charge consumers thousands of dollars up front. No, he even had a video, and I wish I could find it. I'd play it for you. He literally made a video and said something was wrong with his brain and turned around and was like, it was the pizza. The chemicals in the pizza messed up my brain. I'm like, you really did not just say that. Now, this was when he was in Vietnam, but it would probably take me for matter of fact, he's probably done deleted the video. But if I can find the video, I will play it for you next time I go live. It is freaking hilarious. And he takes all these pills. So between the pills, the pizza, and the drugs, it's pretty messed up. I've got a video somewhere where he was messaging a former client of his talking about how he buys all these drugs and buys all this weed and stuff. And I'm like, you're a business owner and you're talking to your clients this way? That is just mind blowing. But hey, he was in another country at the time. He felt like he could do and say whatever he wanted to. So whatever. That's all I can say is whatever. But there's definitely something wrong with his brain. I don't know if it was the pizza. I don't know if it's the drugs. I don't know if it's the pills, but it's definitely something. Sorry, I got a client trying to send me his reports, and he was sending them to me on Facebook Messenger. I'd like, please email them to me. Guys like Pinnacle and other TikTok gurus give me hope, because if they can make money and be had some success while scamming people and using illegal tactics, then I know for sure I can do it too. Yes, 100%. If you're doing it the legal way, yeah, you're going to do good. You may not blow up because, again, consumers don't want to hear the truth. And the truth is, legally, I can't guarantee any consumer that I can delete anything from their credit report. And legally, I can't guarantee you your score is going to go up 100 points. And if that's what you're looking for, I mean, go to the next video is all I can tell you. And I mean that respectfully. I'm not trying to be a butt or anything like that, but the truth is the truth. Definitely the drugs. Yeah, I mean, obviously we know the drugs have affected his brain without a doubt, and he comes at me just because he's mad that I'm exposing him. And his scam is gone downhill tremendously because people see my videos and other people's videos. They see the reviews online and they're just, I mean, it's pretty easy to make a decision that yeah, this guy is 100% a scammer. Why would I send money to him? Um, and the way he talks to people, he uses racial slurs. He talks down on people because they have bad credit, and it's like people are coming to us to get their credit fixed, not to be talked down on. But again, he thinks he's above everybody, and he thinks he can do that. He feels protected. I mean, he threatens people all the time. But I promise you, if you showed up in his face, he would run and cry like a little baby. He's a little bitty fella too. He may be about 5'2", 5'3", but he talks like he's 6'2". But again, when you're behind a computer screen or a camera, you can do that when nobody knows where you're at, and nobody's going to know where you're at because you're not going to tell them because you're scared, because you scam so many people. I don't feel bad for him at all. I don't. Again, I'm just here to help you fix your credit if you want to sign up for our services. And I'm here to expose these scammers so you don't waste thousands of dollars getting scammed by people like Andre Nguyen, the owner of Pinnacle Credit Repair, aka Pinnacle Credit Management. And another thing these scammers like to do is they like to change the names of their YouTube channel. I know the Ash Kristen lady's done it several times, and so has Pinnacle. Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And once one of these consumers gets a hold of him, I think more are going to get a hold of him too. And I mean, they want to put their hands on him. They do. I mean, this guy has scammed people's grandmothers out of money. Just it's a sick thing to do, to take money from people and know you have no intentions on helping them. You just want their money. But unfortunately, those people do exist. But you know what? Whether you believe in God or not, one day you're going to have to face him, and he's going to ask you about it. He's going to ask him about it. I promise you, he will ask him why he spent his life scamming people out of money instead of doing the right thing. Let me check right now, Coob. I got it pulled up on my PC right here. Well, I don't have yours pulled up, but it don't take but a second. Have you signed the litigation underwriting agreement yet? I don't think you have, but I could be wrong. Why does that say? My PC's being slow. So it looks like the first few pages are missing. So we have to have all 22, I think, yeah, all 22 pages. So it looks like page 1 and 2 are missing. And you're probably just like most consumers. Well, there's nothing on there that they need. No, they have to have the full report from start to finish. So if you can re-upload it with all those, that would be great. If that's, or you can just email, or you can just upload the 2 pages that you didn't upload before, because I'm going to have to turn them all into one PDF anyway. So if you can just email me a PDF of page 1 and page 2, we'll be good. Oh, that's the master agreement. I may have to get you to sign another agreement since it's been so long. That way it's today's date, and I can get you added to the attorney portal as well. Yeah, I got to add you to their portal. So I tell you what, I'm going whenever I hop off of here, I need to. Why doesn't it give you the name? Let's see. Let me rename this so it's got your name on it. Save as. Oh, it's already saved under yours. So all I got to do is edit all this and get it over there to you to sign again. That way it's got today's date. It matches the date that I put you in the portal. And it only takes you a minute to sign. So, and I need to change these. I need to change these fees too for you. Oh, no, don't do that. I didn't mean to do that. I hate when I change something on accident. But these attorneys, they're going to make sure that I do this stuff instead of them doing it. And I don't know what I did. I think I just made it smaller. Yeah, no, and a lot of consumers feel that way. They're like, well, there's no information on there that they need to see. No, they need to see everything that's on there. They need everything. Oh, now I know the problem. I went from using a Mac to a PC, and the way you copy and paste things is different on the PC versus the Mac. So I'm working on getting that filled out for you right now, Coob. That way we can get you in there before Christmas. Yeah, thanks for uploading that. I appreciate it. And I should have this done in just a few minutes. That is not what I clicked on. Sacramento. All right, I almost got this done, and it'll be over to you in just a minute. You just e-sign it with your phone. That's all you got to do. Oh, I hate this thing. Everything's so small. There we go. That helps a little bit. There we go. All right. Yeah, so I got the iPhone down pat. It's the iMac because everything's backwards. So it makes it a little bit difficult. 12/15/2025. Twelve 2025. $12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. 12/15/2025. All right, that'll be on the way in just a second. Yep, it's on the way now. Well, once you sign that, I'll get that and all the documents uploaded for the attorneys to review. Just got to get you added into their portal. And then we'll be good to go. Looks like you signed it already. $628.88. Signed and filed. I got it. Now I'll sign it and then send it to them to sign because they have to sign it as well. Just finishing yours up. Make sure you're not a junior. Don't look like it. You're very welcome. Yeah, once you upload those documents, I'll get everything in front of them. You still have they lawyers? I'm assuming you meant, do I still work with attorneys? Yes, we do. I don't think I'll ever go back to traditional credit repair just because the way the bureaus play games. Well, how did I miss that? If they say they can't work with you, then I'll do it personally. But I've not had one person that they've had to turn down. Yeah, my information's in the top of the live chat. You'll see my. Let me make sure I put my number in my email. Pretty sure I did. Let me get over here this way. Maybe I didn't. I just put my number in the live chat. If anybody has any questions, just text me your questions. Yeah, most of the attorneys that help consumers, they want you to do the work first. And that's why I partnered with the best attorneys because they do the disputing themselves and they'll send the debt validation letters for you with the attorney's letterhead on them. Yes. So again, if you have any questions, just send me a text message. I'll help any way that I can. But yeah, most of the attorneys want you to do the work, and they know that most consumers don't know exactly what to ask for or even how to structure their disputes. And I'm not even sure why. Well, obviously, they probably don't have enough attorneys there to draft the letters, but it is best to have them drafting the letters because, again, it has their letterhead on it. Yeah, and LVNV is one of the main ones that will sue you. So you want to get ahead of that. You do not want to get behind that. I can assure you of that. Confirm. Again, that's another thing scammers don't know how to address. I mean, they may send a debt validation letter and get it deleted, but what about when LVNV comes to sue you? What are they going to do to help you then? Nothing, because they can't help you. They're not attorneys, and they don't work with attorneys because attorneys don't work with scammers. So yeah, you definitely want to address that, whether you're doing it yourself or whether you hire somebody. Make sure that they work with attorneys, because the last thing you want is to get sued. Um, that can get pretty ugly. That can get pretty ugly. So you want to address that before they sue you, and they are one of the number one debt collectors that will sue you at the end of the day. So you want to try to avoid that any way that you can. Hey, there you go. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. That's what I try to make consumers understand. Sometimes the only way to get this stuff off your report is to sue them. Sorry, I'm reading an email. Yes, 100%. 100%. You're absolutely correct on that. Not doing anything is the worst thing you can do, especially when you get as soon as you get the dunning letters in the mail from debt collectors like LVNV, you want to address it right away. Don't throw that letter away. Don't set it to the side and say, I'll address it later. You need to do it right away. But I am going to hop off of here, y'all. I've got some stuff that I've got to get done before I go play ball tonight. Good to hear. Ha ha. Yeah, you want to address debt collectors right away. And that's why when consumers sign up for our services, if they have debt collections, we address them before we do any. We don't even have a phone call with you. We just go straight to the collections, mailing out letters to the debt collectors because we want to get ahead of that before they try to sue you. So if y'all do have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section once the video posts. Again, my phone number is in the live chat. The link to sign up for our services in the live chat. You can buy our credit repair course in the live chat or set up a call, 15-minute call with me to ask any questions that you might have. I probably won't go live again today, but I will at some point tomorrow after the gym. Tomorrow's leg day, so I will be ready to sit down and go live and talk with you guys. So that's all I got for now. And until the next live, I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all on the next one.